Infrastructure projects, such as those under the Build, Build, Build program, are considered to be long-term solutions to traffic, according to the government. With Metro Manila traffic worsening day by day, what could really be an immediate solution to this? In a press briefing, Angkas Chief Transport Advocate George Royeca admitted that infrastructure projects are important to solve traffic congestion, but alongside an interim one. This is where the concept of Angkas serves its purpose.
Infrastructure is very important, and infrastructure is the ultimate strategy. You need that in place. Mass transit is the most efficient, hands down. But you need an interim solution. Yung pang-gitna, transition po yan eh. And I think Angkas and other forms of small, agile, creative ways, especially in this ride-hailing economy or ride-sharing economy na tinatawag natin, really serves a purpose para itawid yung transition na yun.
Royeca also looked back on how the government was skeptical about the idea of Angkas at first and came to the realization that both are going into reaching one goal.
What we realize is it's not Angkas versus the government. What we realized that we were both coming from two different perspectives, pero with trying to achieve one goal, which is really to lessen the traffic woes of its commuters or of its people.
Prior to the approval of the DOTR on Angkas's pilot run, a technical working group was formed which Royeca believes is a very good example of government's non-infrastructure policy measures.
We spent 5 months 5 or 6 months really deliberating. And this was multi-sectoral. No? We had the commuter groups. We also had the safety advocates. We also had Senate there, representatives from the Senate, representatives from Congress. So it was really multi-sectoral. And I really think that this is a very good example of non-infrastructure policy measures that the government can do.
Royeca also claimed that traffic congestion is an issue of every progressing city.
If you do not plan for congestion, which every robust economy or growing economy has to go through, you really have that problem. And it's not a roads issue. Yung joke nga, di ba? Maglagay ka ng second floor sa EDSA, mapupuno yan in one day. Puno pa rin yan. Traffic yan, level 1, level 2. Maglagay ka ng level 3, traffic yan. Siguro sa level 10, hindi na. But that's ridiculous. Right? So we need to come up with really effective ways to use our existing system. And I think the motorcycle taxi has been doing it informally. They've been doing it for a long time now, even before Angkas came into the picture.
The motorcycle ride-hailing app is now pushing for legalization and regulation.
We're working out a system for regulation. And with regulation, things become much more safer.
Mr. George Royeca, Angkas Chief Transport Advocate. The first part of our feature on Angkas's role as an interim solution to traffic. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.